People felt like I was Diddy's biggest cheerleader and I made him my brand.
Hey y'all, what's up? This your girl Kia Shalante, or what it is, or what it ain't, and what it's gonna be. Mm, mm, We about to get into some things, child. All I have to say is, Caresha, please. So, without further ado, let's vibe. When it comes to the city girls parting ways, ultimately it came down to egos, jealousy, lack of communication, and lack of accountability. Young Miami is the life of the party. She is the fun and outgoing one in the group. However, JT is just very reserved and low key, but it worked for them. City Girls was a part of the culture. Young Miami teased the release of Caresha Please Season 2. My first impression, seeing her cry, I felt sorry for her because at the end of the day, regardless if you like Caresha or not, she has a lot going on, and I know it's mentally bothering her. On social media, so many people favored Caresha over JT. She was rapping about being a city girl and living the city girl lifestyle. Females really wanted that Caresha and Diddy type of relationship, situationship, sugar baby, sugar daddy type of vibe. If you really believe that Diddy and Caresha was in a serious relationship, child, don't be naive. That's all I'm going to say, because nothing to me gave a serious relationship. They were in a partnership, strictly business.
I feel like you single, well, we go together. So how would you feel if I be telling people that I'm single because we go together?
We go together now?
Real bad.
Whatever you say.
I like that.
Caresha loves attention, she loves money and wanted status. And Diddy wanted a young, attractive female to help him stay relevant. I feel like Caresha is now experiencing her very own downfall. Caresha had the group to fall back on, but now JT is solo. Caresha has to find a way back to the top. Saucy Santana did a great job interviewing Caresha, in my opinion. It provided her a safe space because they are best friends. I do love Caresha and Santana friendship. Watching their Instagram lives together is very funny and entertaining. They are each other cup of tea. However, this interview was very strategic because she has attached herself with Diddy and made him her brand. She has to pull out her sympathy card to get the public back on her side. The interview felt very rehearsed and some questions sounded very scripted. That's why half of the people is not taking her serious, because she had Saucy Santana interview her, and Saucy Santana already know the tea. Like, let's be honest, they are best friends. Caresha had Saucy Santana do it for a reason. If Caresha was interviewed by someone else, it definitely would have went differently. Listen, if y'all thought Caresha was going to sit up there and throw Diddy under the bus, be for real. I knew Caresha was not going to say too much on Diddy. She could very much still be with him behind the scenes for all we know. There is still an open investigation going on. I feel like maybe an NDA was signed. That's why, to me, her response sounded rehearsed and scripted. There is only so much she can say without saying too much, if you know what I mean. It's hard for me to believe Caresha didn't know nothing about Diddy and what he was a part of and what he was into. Let's be honest, so many people have came out multiple times and spoke their truth about Diddy. Let's not forget and act like we haven't been hearing about Diddy our entire life. One of Diddy's former employee, producer, and videographer named Rodney Little Rod Jones. Young Miami is involved in Rodney Jones' lawsuit against Diddy. Allegedly, Young Miami, legal name Caresha, transported a drug called Tusi across state lines for Diddy. According to Jones, Miami got on a plane in order to bring drugs to Diddy. Diddy wanted this drug. Brandon forgot it, so defendant Christina called Young Miami, who then brought it on the private jet from Miami. Jones also claimed that Young Miami was one of the women who were paid a monthly fee to work as Diddy's worker.
I just had a conversation with somebody the other day. I said, I'm really, like, I'm more like with a W. Like, I'm on.
But define that, though.
Like, I'm on. Like, I'm very, like, I'm very, like, I'm free with myself. I'm free. Like I'm very like sexy. I'm free. I'm open.
I feel like you can still be in love.
Yeah, I'm.
Truth be told, Caresha is not going to burn that bridge with Diddy. She is not going to say anything bad whatsoever about him. Diddy upgraded her brand, provided her with opportunities, benefits, connections. He helped her with Caresha Please podcast. The girl was on the big screen acting in BMF on Stars. Of course, she is going to keep it cute regarding Diddy.
And Caresha is, of course, Young Miami from the City
Oh,
Girls.
young. Oh, okay.
And she says I'm single, but I'm really single. And mind you, she was in a situation with Diddy, and they're in a new type of relationship where you could say we're together, but we're single and we're doing this. But now she's like, I'm single.
She just a good as she supposed to be.
Do you see some resemblance? Now, I don't want to say in yourself, but in like some other women who would be like, I'm just gonna go out here and get this bag because the bag is able to
keep in
get.
mind, I don't let my out like that, out the cage. No. It's a certain type of woman that's gonna do a certain type of thing. Every woman gonna go for the coin, but it all still yet depends. That's a man that she know is rightfully bisexual with his dick on it. She still with no problem. Literally.
For Caresha to tweet that, she knows Diddy has enough power and influence to have someone do something against their will. That's why I feel like Caresha knew what she was getting into and knew the person she was really with. Truth to be told, if Cassie did not file that lawsuit and if that video did not come out showing Diddy abusing Cassie, Caresha still would be publicly flaunting around with Diddy. Caresha was on a high, flexing, arrogant. You could see it in her demeanor. Caresha was very much giving all you is beneath me type of vibe. Calling people broke on social media, she knew Diddy was her way out to becoming bigger than she was. She is not the victim. People only want to play victim when the money dries up. No shade.
I've been through domestic violence in 2 relationships. And I told myself, after the second relationship, I would never put myself in that situation again, especially now being that I'm a mom. I was a mother then, but like having a daughter, like I would never put myself in that position. I don't stand for domestic violence. I'm just not going for that.
If Caresha never experienced abuse from Diddy, we cannot put that on her. You can't tell someone their own experience they had with someone. I'm not about to say Caresha is lying when we don't know and we was never there, especially if there is no evidence showing he did. You have to take her word for it. For a woman to be in 2 domestic relationships, she should have showed more compassion for the victims. You know what I mean? Even though it did not happen to her, as a woman, she knows how it feels because she's been through it herself.
Nobody wanted Caresha to say that was her experience. Nobody wanted Caresha to come out and claim something happened to her that did not happen to her. We wanted her to stand in solidarity with those who it happened to.
I feel like Caresha is still in love with Diddy. I'm not saying Diddy did not love her, but I feel like Diddy had love for her and still have love for her, but not in love with her. Caresha could still be in communication with Diddy behind the scenes for all we know.